Hey everybody, Rick here, and you know what we haven't discussed recently? Epic Universe. So let's take a moment and talk about it. I have not talked much about Epic since the pandemic delayed construction, but now that construction has gone vertical and it's going to open by the summer of 2025, Epic is back on the menu. Going forward, I am going to make more epic videos, but before I make those videos, we need to get caught up on things. And before we get into any speculation, let's cover what we know about Epic Universe. There's going to be a central hub. There's going to be 4 worlds. One of those worlds will be Super Nintendo World, and that world will have a Mario Kart attraction and a Yoshi Ride attraction. Let's first take a moment to talk about the central hub. That hub is going to be made up of 3 circular corridors. It will have a total of 25 acres of lush landscaping, water features, restaurants, shops, and yes, attractions. The northern circle will be home to a large amphitheater and a fountain, as seen in the concept art. The northern circle is also overlooked by a hotel rumored to be part of Epic. At least that's how it looks in the concept art. Now, the great thing about the central hub area is that it allows for attractions not themed for the 4 worlds. Just as an example, a Star Trek attraction would not fit into any of the lands. It wouldn't work in Super Nintendo World, a Classic Monsters World, a How to Train Your Dragons World, certainly not in a Harry Potter world, but the central hub would be a perfect location for a Star Trek attraction. Now, I'm not saying a Star Trek attraction is coming to Epic Universe. I'm just using that as an example of how the central hub can accommodate any type of intellectual property. Now, let's take a moment to see what some of you are saying about the central hub. Let's refer to my Instagram account where James left a comment and said, please somehow work in retro rides and franchises. Well, James, the hub would be a good spot for a revamped Back to the Future ride, wouldn't it? But for certain, the central hub will be home to restaurants, shops, attractions, and probably some type of entertainment, maybe a little fountain show or two. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that some type of retro attraction finds its way into the hub. Personally, I'm thinking, an updated Back to the Future ride would work great in the hub. Now let's move on to the world that has been officially announced by Universal, and that would be Super Nintendo World. Universal Japan has already opened their Super Nintendo World. Universal Hollywood is in the process of building their Super Nintendo World. So we have some examples of what to expect with Epic's Super Nintendo World. Epic Universe can expect a Mario Kart attraction, a Yoshi's Adventure attraction, which, by the way, there's already track for Yoshi's Adventure laying on the ground there at Epic Universe. And there is a lot of speculation for a Donkey Kong roller coaster for this world as well. I hope that rumored Donkey Kong attraction is true, because while I am excited for the experience of Super Nintendo World, the Mario Kart attraction, at least what I've seen of it, doesn't excite me. Now, maybe it's better in real life when you're actually going on that attraction, playing that ride, because it is a game or a ride that you kind of play. Maybe that's more exciting and fun in real life than what you watch on video. And then also, I'm not terribly excited for the Yoshi ride either. So for me, a Donkey Kong roller coaster would be preferable. And now let's take a moment and again check my IG account, see what some of you are saying about Super Nintendo World. Lauren JP says, can't wait to play Mario Kart in real life. And then Let's Go Gico says, hoping that they incorporate Pokemon into Nintendo World, pumped either way. Now, personally, I would rather Pokemon go into Universal Studios Florida and replace the Woody Woodpecker Kid Zone. But, there is a possibility. I think there is land there at Epic for Super Nintendo World to expand. That expansion might be for the Donkey Kong roller coaster, but there is potential for Pokemon to find its way to Orlando. Like I said, I would prefer they just kind of clear out the Woody Woodpecker Kid Zone and convert that into a Pokemon area. And now let's move on to the worlds that are pure speculation, as Universal has not officially announced them, but they are worlds widely believed by theme park insiders to be coming to Epic Universe. And this would be the worlds of Universal Classic Monsters, the Wizarding World, and a How to Train Your Dragon world. Let me repeat, those three worlds are not confirmed by Universal. Only Super Nintendo World has been confirmed. Next to Super Nintendo World is rumored to be the Universal's Classic Monsters World. Within this world, along with restaurants and shops, it is rumored to be a high-tech dark ride and a show. Now, a Classic Monsters World is the world I am most worried about. I know the Classic Monsters has a rabid and hardcore fan base, but does it deserve its own world? I mean, Universal at times has had a hard time keeping the Monsters Cafe opened over there at Universal Studios. But on the other hand, the Mouse House has a Haunted Mansion dark ride that seems to be pretty popular, so maybe a whole Monsters World will work. Now let's take a moment to see what some of you are saying about the potential for a Classic Monsters World. K2 Eternity says Universal Monsters Land could be amazing, like a piece of Halloween year-round. Yes, please, complete with a Dracula castle looming over the land. Art by Anna says excited about the Classic Monsters Land. It's rumored to have a dark ride and a roller coaster that is spinning. After looking over the comments you guys have left on my Instagram regarding the Classic Monsters World, I feel a little bit better about it. I mean, Universal does do a great job with Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm sure for them to create a Classic Monsters World, they would do an amazing job. So maybe you guys have me feeling better about the Classic Monsters World. Next up, we have a new Wizarding World for Epic Universe. It is rumored to have a restaurant, a theater show, a dark ride, and a VR ride. The big question with this world is with the theming. What will the theming be? At first, we thought it would be themed to Fantastic Beasts. The first movie did well. I enjoyed that movie very much myself. The second movie was panned, including by myself. But now we have The Secrets of Dumbledore, and I have seen it. It's a pretty good movie, but I do not know if it's enough to elevate the status of Fantastic Beasts in the Wizarding World. So, will the new Wizarding World at Epic be themed to the Fantastic Beasts, or to classic Harry Potter, or a mixture of both? And what would the setting be? The other parks have Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, London, and Diagon Alley. So, how are they going to theme? Is there another classic or good setting in the books or in the new movies? Now, with this new Wizarding World, will it be received, if it's Fantastic Beasts, will it be received like Disney's Galaxy's Edge, where most of the people are disappointed that it's not from the original movies? You tell me. We have some comments here from my IG followers. Jen Irwin says, if there isn't a purple double-decker bus that picks you up from the defunct Fear Factor and takes you directly to the Wizarding World at Epic, I will cry. Jen, I love that idea, but that's not going to happen. But I do love the idea of taking a purple night bus from Studios over to Epic, but it's a great idea. I wish it would happen, but that will never happen. And then Jules says, I hope for a lot more Harry Potter and a bit less of Fantastic Beasts. So while I do believe the new Wizarding World for Epic is very likely, I can't figure out what makes sense for the setting. But please let me know what you think. What would be a good setting for the new Wizarding World at Epic? Let me know in the comments section below. And the last theme world, we have what theme park insiders call the How to Train Your Dragon area. Couple things right off the bat. I feel like having a land that is just How to Train Your Dragon is too narrow of a scope. I feel like it should be more like a DreamWorks world or something that is more encompassing of more intellectual properties. Regardless, this How to Train Your Dragon world is rumored to have a kids play area, a large restaurant, a stage show, a water ride, a sky high ride, and a dragon coaster. Now on the map, which I'm sure is not to scale, it appears to be the largest world at Epic. Another reason why I think it needs to be more than just How to Train Your Dragon. And now let's take a moment to see what some of you are saying about this potential How to Train Your Dragon world. And I do like to use the phrase world rather than land because we're talking about a universe. What is in a universe? Worlds. So that's why I use the phrase a monster's world instead of like a monster's land. Super Nintendo already comes as a world, but and so does Harry Potter, the Wizarding World. So How to Train Your Dragon world. Here's what some of you are saying. Gavin says, wish they would build a Universal Legacy land instead of How to Train Your Dragon. And then Ayler in Wonderland says, I really hope How to Train Your Dragon land is a joke. Now, I did search for some comments that were more positive about the How to Train Your Dragon world. You guys didn't leave many, so I don't have any of those to include. It seems the consensus is you don't want a world dedicated solely to How to Train Your Dragon. My idea would be to have like a DreamWorks world. That way you get trolls, you get panda, you get to keep How to Train Your Dragon and those other intellectual properties that kind of rounds out and fills up the land. World. I'm doing it myself now. No, it's a world, people. We're in a universe, a world. And lastly, we have the hotel, which acts as the back wall of the theme park. This hotel would be the first in Orlando to offer direct theme park access. Katie Marie says, would love a Harry Potter hotel themed as intensely as the Star Wars hotel, the one at Disney. Let's just hope it doesn't cost as much as that Galaxy Edge hotel for sure. The theming can be off the charts like they have over there at Galaxy's Edge, but let's keep the pricing of a Harry Potter hotel down to what us regular folks can enjoy. I know a lot of people are just wishing for this hotel to be Harry Potter themed, and just as many are hoping it is not. Personally, I do not think it will be a Harry Potter themed hotel. I do think it will be the nicest, the grandest hotel on Universal property, but not themed to Harry Potter. Now let's take a moment and get your final thoughts on Epic Universe. Myers Buford says, I really wish Universal would make a park area based on Lord of the Rings, either at the original parks or at Epic. And then James Brenda says, please somehow work in retro rides and franchises. And lastly, Jenna says, more Universal is good Universal. And I think that just about sums it up. Thanks for taking a moment to watch this video. And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rix Flix. And now, click that subscribe button.